in real time. This is becoming lore, Brad Marchand. It's interesting because I remember his breakthrough like it was yesterday, which was the 2011 Stanley Cup final against the Canucks for the Boston Bruins. I was working at 98.5 The Sports Hub in Boston, and at that time, I was doing pregame and postgame for them. We were the radio network, and that entire run through the playoffs in 2011, I was doing postgame after every one of those games. Once we got to the Eastern Conference Final and then the Stanley Cup Final, I was doing broadcasts from TD Garden, downtown Boston. I was front and center for Brad Marchand's his leap into Boston sports lore. He was a young guy. He was so clutch. He was a party animal. And after they won that Stanley Cup, I mean, infamously, he was shirtless for like a month and a half straight. That entire summer, every time he went out to the bars in Boston, he was shirtless. It was insane. It became a joke. And fast forward now, 14 years later, and at 37 years old, this guy's doing the same exact thing. I can't believe how freaking effective this guy has been throughout the entire playoffs in the Stanley Cup final. But this is now going down in history as one of the single greatest trade deadline acquisitions in the entire league's more than a century history. This is absolute insanity. Every time the Panthers need to draw blood, every time the Panthers need to send a message, every time the Panthers need some type of closing, rip your heart out type of goal, Brad Marchand is right there to capitalize. At 37 years old, he should not be still doing this at this level. And yet, for a guy that I think is a two-time All-Star, he has chosen the playoffs and chosen the clutchest moments of the playoffs and the Stanley Cup finals he has played in to play at his very best, to play his very biggest. And it's pretty ironic because this guy's a small dude. But my God, when it comes to the biggest platforms, he plays enormously. We're watching a guy's lore actually be etched in real time.